Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back again to our topic, an English lesson for Taruna Vocational School in 11th grade or the second grade. How are you today, my students? I hope you are healthy and in a good condition to watch this video. Okay, last video or the previous video, we talk about the procedure text. Okay, and then uh, this video, okay, our learning objectives is the second one in this chapter. We are giving advice and suggestion. Okay, giving advice and suggestion, and then next video we are going to talk about expressing necessity and an obligation. So for this moment, we are going to talking about giving advice and suggestion. This is our learning objective for this video. All right, expression of giving advice. Actually, what is the meaning of advice? Advice, it's mean you say something to someone to do or to not to do. Okay, to do or to not to do. Okay, you can say in the positive, you can say negative about to the for the better way because of the maybe problems, okay, or condition or situation. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia sih kita sebut itu memberikan nasihat. Okay. Now, expression of giving advice and suggestion. You can say, I suggest you, why don't you, okay, you have better. Okay, then response, you can say, thank you for your advice. Example, I'm hungry. I suggest you to go to restaurant. Why don't you eat something food? Or you have better eat something. And then if you think that's a very good idea, very good advice, very good suggestion, you can say, thanks for your advice. You can say, that's a good idea. And that's very simple conversation. Another example. I didn't pass the last examination. I suggest you to study harder. Why don't you ask your friends? You have better to read or to review again your last topic. This is about the expression if you didn't pass the examination. But if you think that's not a good advice, not the good suggestion, you can say, I'm sorry, I can't. Example, I'm thirsty. You should bring some soda. I'm sorry, I can't. I need the better way. Why don't you eat a mineral water? That's you for. Thank you for your advice. Or you can say that's a good idea. Okay. You can say, well, I'm not sure. I don't really like that. If you don't like it, if you don't agree, okay, you can say, well, I'm not sure. I don't like that. Okay. This is the example of the giving advice, and this is the response of yoga. Accept the idea or you refuse the advice or the suggestion. Okay. For another way, you can say you should. Why don't you? My advice is to. I think you should. If I were you, I would have you talk about. It might be a good idea. Okay. This is another way. This is some way how to give advice to your friends. Example. I want to buy something, but I don't have a lot of money. You should work harder. Why don't you work harder? My advice is to you to work harder. I think you should work harder. If I were you, I would work harder. Have you talked about working harder? It might be a good idea to working harder. That means you give the same way, you give the same advice with another way. It's up to you. Okay, whatever you use, you can use it. Is it same meaning? Okay? Ini sama. Apapun yang kau gunakan itu sama. Sama-sama memberikan ide dia. Memberikan nasihat. Okay? Atau bisa membuatkan nanti dalam bentuk negatif. Dalam bentuk negatif. Example, the problem is, I come late to the school. You shouldn't watch TV until midnight. Okay? If I were you, I would not watch TV until midnight. Okay. Have you thought about not watching? You can say negative. No problem, no matter. But the meaning is very good. If you are agree or accepted the advice, you can say, thank you for your advice. Okay, that's a good idea. But if you don't think that's a good advice, you refuse, you can say, I'm sorry, I can't. Well, no, I'm sure, but I don't like it. Never mind. You just accept or refuse. It's up to you. Okay, because you have the problem. Okay, for example, imagine your friend is worried that she's getting fat. Fat is mean your body overweight. She asks you to for some advice. You can respond the following the phrases. You should take some exercise. You ought to eat more fruit and vegetables. Why don't you go jogging? How about eating less sugary food? Okay? One condition, one problem, but there are more. Another way to give advice. Okay? You can many advice to your friends. That's a big problem. If you see how he accepts, that's good. But don't worry. You just give. Alright. We are going to the question. Okay, this question that's so very good. So it's so very easy. You just choose the best answer according to the statement. Number one, you blank 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 to leave as soon as you can. You can choose must, should, could, or ought to. Okay, there are 5 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, please send your answer in the column comment, or you can send the answer by web application or Telegram application, because we have in a group. Okay, I think enough that our video. Okay, if you don't understand, you can come back again the topic. You can read again. Okay, but if you think enough that, okay, please don't forget to answer the question, because this is I know how far you understand about it. But if you don't send your answer, I don't know how to say that. Okay, please send your answer. Thank you for your coming and your attention. See you in the next video. Don't forget to answer. Bye bye. Thank you for your attention and for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.